What if I told you that financing a car is one of the worst financial mistakes that you can make? I learned this the hard way, and today I'm going to break down exactly how financing a vehicle kept me from financial freedom by draining my bank account. If you're thinking about financing a car, definitely watch this video first because it can save you thousands of dollars. We're going to get right into it. First thing that I want to talk about is the numbers. You need to remember that the average used car payment's about $400 or $500 a month right now. And if you're financing a new car, that's even worse because at that point you're paying $700+ a month on average. And you got to think about it. Once you financing a vehicle, now you got to get full coverage insurance. You can't get liability unless you pay cash outright, but we're not talking about that. And that alone can add another $100 to $200 per month. So before you even put gas inside of the vehicle, you're already spending almost close to $1,000 a month on your car payments, on insurance. That's $12,000 a year. Now imagine what you can do with $12,000 a year and what you can invest in. You can put it in the stock market, you can save for a house, or you can just enjoy life a little bit better, being able to take vacations. That way you're not stranded at work, having to work, living paycheck to paycheck, running the normal rat race that everybody wants to escape from. These are the things that are keeping you from being able to do those things that you enjoy in life a lot more. And the sad truth is that once you finance a vehicle, you keep it for 3-4 years, sometimes even 5, it depreciates so much in value, which we'll get into. But then right after that, you automatically, the majority of us, go buy another brand new or used vehicle and keep on the cycle. Now, for those of you who haven't watched my other videos, I sold cars for 5 or 6 years, so I know the ins and outs. I know what car salesmen do. I know how they work the numbers to be able to make it look pretty for you. That way you can go home in a new vehicle. Now, keep in mind, these are salesmen. It doesn't matter if they're a nice salesman. It doesn't matter if they're selling you something that you already want. These guys are trying to make the numbers look pretty. That way you can go home on a vehicle and they can get paid. At the end of the day, it doesn't matter. It is what it is. And one of the things that they try to focus on is being able to sell you on low monthly payment. Now, obviously, if you're looking at low monthly payments, you're not looking at the overall cost of what you're going to be paying at the end of that loan. Now, if you finance a $30,000 vehicle around 6 years, which is typically what people finance vehicles for, around an 8% interest, you're already paying over $40,000 once that loan is fully paid off, including the interest and everything included. It's absolutely insane the amount of money that people are spending when they shouldn't be spending that type of money. And I'm sure you heard this before, a vehicle is a huge liability. Once you drive off the lot, it loses its value. The longer you keep it, it loses its value. So by the time you trade it in for a new car or try to sell it or whatever you do at the end, you are so upside down on the vehicle. Let's say if you try to get into another vehicle, you have to roll over that negative equity. And then at that point, you're really, really tied into that loan because you can't escape from it. You can't sell it outright cash on the street if you owe more than what it's worth. And that's one of the main reasons why financing a vehicle is gonna keep you stuck. It is the worst mistake that you can make for your financial success and freedom. Now, at the end of the day, obviously, people need cars, right? We need to drive to get to A to B. I'm not one of those YouTubers who are telling you to stop drinking coffee in order to get financial success. That's not what I'm here to do. I'm here to shoot you with the truth and give you some tangible tips and tricks that you can use to be able to put yourself ahead of other people to be successful at the end of the day with your financial freedom. There's a couple of things that I personally wish that I would have done a little bit different. The first thing that I wish I would have done was just save up enough money to buy a car outright. Buy a used car, didn't have to look pretty, but it had to be reliable enough to do what I needed it to do for me, which is get me from A to B. I think so many of us are so scared to get something that's not pretty that we want the new and nice thing, which I completely understand. I was 21 years old driving an Infiniti Q50. Again, I'm telling you, I'm 30 years old now, and it is one of the worst mistakes that I made in my life, and I regret. If you're young and you don't have the money and you don't have a house and you don't have your savings account stacked up, I'm telling you right now, it's the worst mistake that you can make. Don't do it. The moment you step into a dealership, they're gonna try to switch your mindset as far as telling you that you deserve this car. You deserve to drive something new. And although you might deserve it because you might work hard, it's not something that you truly deserve. What you truly deserve is to be financially free. What you truly deserve is to be able to save your money to go on a vacation and enjoy your life. That's what you truly deserve. You don't truly deserve to be in a situation where you're driving a vehicle that's losing its value every day, that loses its value the moment that you drive it off the lot. That's not what you deserve. You deserve to be able to be financially free. And I'm telling you, if you do what I'm telling you, then you'll be able to do that. You'll be able to go on a vacation, save up to be able to enjoy your life a little bit more, or put it in the stock market, save up for a house to be able to set your future up for success. Now, the thing that makes me angry the most is the fact that on average I was paying about up in the $500-600 range, not including my insurance. So I was paying over $700 a month on my car payment and my insurance combined. If I would have saved that from being 20 years old to being now 30, not having a car payment in those 10 years, I could have had so much money. I could have easily had $100,000. Do the math. Somebody correct me if I'm wrong. I'm just shooting it off at the top of my head. But if I'm saving $700 a month and I do that for 10 years, I could have, I'm gonna do the math right now. Bear with me. So if I do 700 times 12, that's $8,400 a year, 84,000. I could have saved $84,000, close to $100,000 to be able to buy a house, to be able to buy maybe a rental property, or be able to invest that money and grow it in a Roth IRA or the stock market, put it on some bonds. Like I could have done so much with that $84,000, and it's gone. It's gone. I don't even have the vehicle that I was driving anymore. So it's like, is it really worth paying that much money for nothing? Like, you don't want to do that. And now the last thing that I want to touch base on is the reality of that some people are living. So I was a used car salesman, new car salesman for 5 or 6 years. So I've seen the financial scenario of hundreds and hundreds of people. I understand that a lot of us are working paycheck to paycheck. We can't really save up enough money to be able to buy a car outright when we really need it, like now. Some of us aren't able to make the sacrifices of maybe taking a bus or getting a ride with a coworker, or even riding a bike to work because you may have kids, you may be a single parent. So those are things that life throws at us that we also have to be able to navigate differently. And I understand that, I get that. So if you have to finance a vehicle, which I know some of us will have to finance a vehicle, there are things that you can do to be able to save yourself thousands of dollars in that scenario that you have to. And don't try to convince yourself that you truly have to if you don't want to make the sacrifices of doing some of the things to be able to save some money. Like if you're 20, 21 years old and you're single, being able to ride a bicycle to work. Those are sacrifices that you can make to be able to get yourself in a better position for tomorrow. But I'm talking to the other people who, like I said, are single parents or parents who need a vehicle right now because they have kids and they need that transportation. I want you to like this video, subscribe, hit the bell notification, because I'm going to be releasing a new vehicle on how you can be able to negotiate a car deal. So if you're put in that position to where you have to finance a vehicle, you can finance a vehicle, keep it at a low monthly payment on a vehicle that's reliable, and you're not spending dumb money and having these salesmen put you together to make their commission check. That's for another video because I want to go a little bit more into detail. So definitely like this video, subscribe, and comment down below maybe some of the things that you want me to talk about in that video. And that way, like I said, I'm here to help you guys out. I have knowledge in this area, and I definitely want to see every single one of you who's watching this video successful and succeed in your life and your financial journey. So if this video helped you out, if you like some of the tips and tricks that I talk about, definitely like the video, subscribe, and comment down below some of the things that maybe I can be able to share with you to help you succeed for your financial future tomorrow. Thank you guys so much. I love you all. Until next time, peace.